Divine Diva. Hello. You are going to love this podcast. Come back to it over and over again. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's what's happening to me. I get it now. I get it. I get it. I get it. We are going to talk about neurodivergence, the rise in adult, what they call ADHD, and 5D Ascension. This is something that you probably haven't heard anywhere else. I'm telling you, it's going to be so good. Now, let's talk about it. Let's talk about why half of us suddenly feel like we have the attention span of a TikTok scroll. Like, I don't know about you, but I did not, or I didn't realize, right, that I was neurodivergent. I didn't grow up neurodivergent. I thought I was fine. I could focus. I could sit down and do a task. But to tell the truth, I always had the TV on because I needed multiple things going on. But I really could sit down a little better than I can now without getting distracted by an entire existential crisis about like the nature of reality, whatever. But now, oh my God, baby, if I do not live by my calendar, my entire day is an accidental shamanic journey. Like, I don't know. How did I start the morning answering emails and now I'm deep diving into the quantum mechanics, reorganizing my entire office till 2 in the morning. I'm researching ancient civilizations, like I'm about to submit a PhD dissertation. Like if you have been feeling like your brain has turned into a chaotic supercomputer that never shuts up, congratulations, you are ascending. Let me talk about it. Let's talk about the rise in ADHD or neurodivergence. I like it indie. I like that a little bit better. And what the heck is really going on? Because there is a reason more and more adults are suddenly experiencing ADHD-like symptoms. Okay. And it is not because of social media or the rise of capitalism or the fact that we live in a society that is like an instant in Amazon society, blah, 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 or grind culture is a personality trait. It's nothing about that. It is because your brain is literally evolving. As I am recording this, your brain is literally evolving. You are activating higher levels of awareness, faster pattern recognition, and multi-dimensional perception. Ooh, I'm going to say that again so you can feel it. You are activating higher levels of awareness, faster pattern recognition, and multi-dimensional perception, which means that your brain sees more data at once. Now, your brain always had this capability and it always was doing it, but it was behind the scenes. And unless you needed to be aware of something, your brain, you did not know. But now you are becoming aware and your awareness is expanding beyond linear time. Your system is processing more frequencies at once. So let's be real. That is why you can be in the middle of a conversation and suddenly your brain is like, wait, what were we talking about? Or what is that time? Or how does anyone feel about like did we just jump timelines? It is not because you are broken. It is not because you are failing. You are literally expanding at hyper freaking speed. And the old way of focusing and functioning just doesn't work anymore. It just doesn't, because your mind wasn't built for this small, rigid, linear thinking. You are a multi-dimensional leader. And your brain is learning to operate in the quantum field where timelines shift, downloads happen in seconds, and intuition moves faster than logic. So, if you've been feeling distracted, scattered, and overwhelmed, it's not a problem. It is proof that you're activating your superpower. So, how is this actually your superpower as a spiritual entrepreneur? Listen up. Listen to me. Listen. Put everything down. Because I know you're trying to multitask right now. I know. Because most of you are women and we multitask. Our brains work differently and you're, neurodivergent. So I want you to listen to me right now. Listen, put it all down. Okay. You didn't come here to be a well-behaved, hyper-focused robot worker bee. And that's the way you were conditioned to be, right? We were conditioned, so like school, as soon as we are born, right? We start being conditioned to sit down, pay attention, be quiet, close your legs, be a good girl. Then you go to school, sit in school for I don't know how many hours a day and listen to the robotic teacher, wah, 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 Charlie Brown, her way through these lessons that really have nothing to do with what you're going to do as an adult. Okay. Then what is it doing? You go to college, you sit in this, dissertation in class and all this stuff, and it's conditioning you and teaching you all the things you need to do to be a good worker bee and work in somebody's factories or do somebody's work that you don't even really want to do. It's not about living your highest excitement. It's not about any of that. You're just conditioned to be what? Well-behaved, hyper-focused, robotic worker bee. And we're breaking free. This is why kids, most of them are neurodivergent. A lot of them are coming in autistic. A lot of them are like, nope, I'm not following your rules. F you, kiss my ass. And you, while you were conditioned to do that, are resisting because you are evolving. So let me tell you again, you didn't come here to be a well-behaved, hyper-focused, robotic worker bee. Unlike what Elon Musk's mama said, you are not here to work in her baby's factories. Okay? Give him the middle finger. Kiss my ass. You came here to be a light worker, a divine disruptor, a creator, and a force of freaking nature. I'm going to say that again. You came here to be a light worker, a divine disruptor, and a force of fucking nature. And guess what? We are literally designed to lead differently. Some people that haven't awoken, some people who aren't allowing to lean into the evolution like you are, they aren't seeing the connections that we see. They're like, okay, let's talk. 4 a.m. Club, listen up. You want to know why you're like, wait, math ain't mathin'. This doesn't make sense. And you're actually looking at the actual facts, right? You're not just like, oh, the election was stolen. Stop the steal. La, la, la. My man king, my orange man king told me that this is what happened. No. You're not there. You're not doing that. You're just like, wait, this doesn't make sense. This happened too fast. They called it too fast. What is going on? Why would everybody vote down the line Democratic but then not vote for her? This doesn't make sense. You're seeing things. You're like, this doesn't make sense. Okay, this, and this happened. Wait, they talked about this. Wait, he talked about not having water in California. All of a sudden, there's no water to fight the fire. Wait, this doesn't make sense. Because you are seeing connections. And then everyone else is like, that just make, oh yeah. Mainstream media told me this must make sense. They're telling me this. And they're just going with it. It's because they don't see the connections you see, and that's okay. They're not expected to, but you do because you have evolved. You process information faster than most, and people can't comprehend that. You get ideas in lightning speeds, uploads from within you that takes people years to figure out. Which means that you're not on a rigid schedule. You need a system that lets you move and flow. It also means you don't need to focus on one thing forever. It means that you are being called to trust your intuition, that it will guide you exactly where you need to go. And you literally cannot function like a corporate worker. This is why when 2020 happened and everybody was working from home and doing things on their schedule, a lot more got done. People were getting more done and companies were like, we're thriving. Like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then all of a sudden, right, people wanted to control you. So then they're like, you must come back to the office. And people are like, fuck you. I'm not coming back to your office. I'm creating my own business. You can kiss my ass. Because you cannot function like a corporate worker anymore. You've got to own that creativity and non-linear thinking that makes you a fucking visionary. If your kids are watching, I'm sorry if you're listening to this because I have got to curse in this one. So let me tell you how I am thriving in this. How I'm still like being able to function like the spiritual CEO, like the Ascension anchoring CEO that I am. Right? Does this mean that we let our brains turn into cosmic spaghetti noodles and never get anything done? No, 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 no. Because you are a leader, and this is a mission that does require you to be grounded, clear, and functional. So here are things that I do. The things that I must do, the things that I need to do, right? The things that I must do as a leader, as a CEO, as the leader of the Divine Diva movement. I put it on my calendar. I schedule it, because if it's not on the schedule, it doesn't exist. So literally, I schedule my life. It's funny, I was watching this show, I think it's called Dubai Bling or Dubai something like that. And the girl was like, if it's not on my schedule, if it's not on my calendar, it doesn't happen. That's how she can get things done, because she is expanding. You will notice also, she is never in the drama. She's always the person who's in the middle. She can see both sides. She is a light worker like no one else. And I don't know if she knows this, but she is. Literally everything in her life is on the calendar. Even her husband, he's like, I know you don't like surprises. And it's not that she doesn't like surprises. She says she doesn't like surprises. It's just that she wants to make sure she's running a multi-million-dollar corporation. And she's got multiple corporations. And she's got to make sure that she's got it, like, she can still function. And so her husband's like, well, I want to do, she's like, well, get it on the calendar. Don't pop it up on me. He's like, let me know in advance. So she did have to let go of a little bit of control and go with the flow and let her husband surprise her, all the things. Yes, she worked on that. But this is how I have to function as well. If it's not on the calendar, it's probably not going to happen. Meditation on the calendar, breaks on the calendar. Because my brain is operating in the multidimensional mainframe. And so I need a little bit of structure that's going to support my expansion. When I feel distracted, I come back into my body. Because let's get real, I am a channel. I am a psychic channel. And so I can't be in the ethers all the time. I've got to drop back into my body. I've got to be in this earth in order to get shit done and to lead the way I need to lead and do these podcasts and do things like that. I can't be all over the place. So if I feel like my energy is all over the place, breath work, hello. I close my eyes. I slow my breath. I take deep breaths in. I bring myself back to my body. I feel into my body. I ground into my body. I make sure I feel the feelings or emotions and things that are coming up. I ground into the earth. Because my power isn't in my mind, it's in my full body presence. But I also don't make it wrong. I don't judge myself for being neurospicy. I don't force myself to function like a productivity robot. I honor that this is my genius. I honor that I need to go with my intuition, because oftentimes if I'm trying to force myself to do something but I keep rebelling against it, it means that I'm not supposed to do it right now. And so I keep aware of, okay, what are the things that must get done today? I schedule those, I do those, I get them done early, boom, boom, boom. And then anything else, I'm like, okay, what is my soul leading me to? What do I feel more guided to? What is my highest excitement? What is my highest joy? What do I get to choose right now? Because this is being a new earth leader. This is the new paradigm of leadership. The old way was built for people who could sit at a desk, do repetitive tasks, function in a slow, linear, predictable way. That's not us. You are intuitive. You are creative. You are expansive. You are multidimensional. We are not here to be in focus mode all day like factory workers. We are channels. We move. We shift timelines. We lead. So if it feels like your brain is rewiring you, rewiring itself, and if you notice that your focus has changed, if you feel like you're operating on a whole new frequency, congratulations, you are. Don't work against it, work with it. And there are some spaces that I have created that will help you do that. The first is Divinity House for the established light worker, spiritual entrepreneur that is stepping into more visibility, more leadership, and more impact. This is here for you to help you rise into power. The link is in the show notes. La Lumiere, the Divine Diva Circle. This is for all the 4am Club members. This is for the Ascension Anchors. This is the audio membership with the 3 audios a week. And it's going to continue to expand. Like, this is going to continue to expand and add more and more amazing stuff. These are deeper audios. These are like full-on trainings. They're going to be specifics about what I'm doing, what I'm experiencing, how I'm moving through things. It's good. It's good. And if you're a founding member, it's $44 a month. But once we launch, it'll be $144. And if you're listening to this podcast after the founding member special is over, email me at podcast@alignedsoul.com and ask about the current podcast special. And then lastly, there's this podcast. You see it. We're going deep. We're going deep. We're going deep. It's about about how to navigate. It's the things that we're going to go way deep in the membership we're touching on here. And you can listen to this and expand. And so these are the 3 ways. I want you to listen to this podcast over again. I want you to give this a 5-star rating and just share this with any and everybody that you can. If you want to take a screenshot of it while you are listening and tag me in my Instagram at I.am.thealignedsoul and let me know you're listening to this podcast. Tell me what you're getting out of it. I will definitely reshare it to my audience and more people will get to know you. And lastly, look. You were built for this. Listening to this podcast and more Ascension Anchor type information is what's going to help you stay grounded when you feel like your brain is doing cosmic cartwheels. Because you were built for this and we are just getting started. Hugs, kisses, and all of the feels. Stay bougie, be healed, and keep it divine, diva.